Ladies and gentlemen, the Action Force Command Base Headquarters, and last I left off, got all the major sub-assemblies painted. I got the masking tape ripped off, and I got the base fully assembled. And one thing I wanted to do is add a little more color to it. It's already got the, say, green stripe, which gives it a two-tone color, but I wanted to add a little bit of other color on it as well. So I used the toys sticker sheet, and I did use three of them that actually go where they're supposed to go. I did like the actual color of it. There's a few other ones that I'm going to trim off and add in a few other little places just to give it a little more contrast than the olive drab. But other than that, sticker sheet. The stickers do stick, but they're a little, I think, not that adhesive, if you will. May have to add a touch of glue, which if you've never, on stickers, you can use, you can use super glue if you need to have it a little more sticky, but if you use glue stick, get it on there and burnish it down, it lasts a long time, and that's one way to do if you need to put stickers down on a toy. I did add the Action Force logo, and what I did was I found a picture of it and I printed it out and cut it out and made a stencil and airbrushed the Action Force logo on, which I don't really use. I use white, but I don't use white that you can buy in a little bottle. I always buy the primer, basic colors. Your white and black, it's more efficient to buy the bigger bottles because they do mix well with other colors. So, got the Action Force logo on. I may put one on the inside. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet, but anyway. So the next thing is my style of painting and everything is I like to do a little bit of weathering, shading, if you will. And so I took Mr. Airbrush and I started post-shading in the panel lines. Now you can pre-shade, post-shade. Pre-shade is you pre-shade everything and then paint over it, or post-shade, you paint everything first, then start doing the panel lines after. I kind of do a combo of both. This one I basically did post-shading. Most people that do shading, they always use a black to make the panels a little more darker. I recommend that's a black green, where it's not necessarily black, it's more of a greenish color. It makes it very subtle when I do the shading. So to take it apart, you have to pull off the little launch thing. That's for your, on the Buzz Lightyear, you put the ship on here, or several ships. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet on here. I'm thinking more of a weapons platform or something, but we'll figure that out later on. But if you can see the panels, they're a little shade darker, and it's just very simple, very low setting on the airbrush, just trying to give different variations in the panels just to give it a little more character. And then I'm going to go in with the airbrush and do some highlights on the very middle of the panels, which will be very subtle. Probably won't be able to see it unless you're actually up close on it. And then we're going to do a little dry brushing and a little bit of chipping just here and there for, you know, just to give it a little bit of style and like it's been worn. So, one thing about the base that you have to do is you have to press the little button here to raise it. And I got to get my light out of the way. You do have to kind of help it up. And it locks into place, and it's just actually pretty cool when it's that way. I think the figures fit really well in it. I know it should be about that much bigger on everything, but that's close enough, especially for something you can buy off the shelf and convert. So, I did add some of the stickers from the toy set, and I'm going to add probably, you have to buy a figure to get the window. I may add the it's a little diagnostic card. I'll probably add that, or I'll add something else if I can find something, maybe a enemy of Action Force or something, or who knows. I did add the missiles that go there. You're supposed to get a gun that goes something like that. I'm going to add this, but I got to finish painting it. It was and I didn't show it, but they always put an orange tip on even the little guns, you know, for the PC crowd. Like it's going to get you. But anyway, I painted this a flat black. I'm going to try to paint a little bit more, get it covered, and then do a little dry brushing. I do want to add it. I do like the I just like the laser gun type version of it, so it's just I think it fits well with the Action Force base. It does have a gun rack. I may add a couple more guns to it. Action Force guns. You know, do have spares, so I may add some there, and probably add a couple little stickers here and there, but I want to go back in and dry brush and just bring out some of the detail. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I think I did. I actually put a black wash all over the gray, just to give it, you can probably see how dirty and discolored it is. That way it just gives it a little more you know, worn look. You know, it ain't just clean, and it looks like it's battle worn. But anyway, it is a very, very fun toy to add for Action Force. Even your G.I. Joe Classifieds should fit it. One way that this thing comes down is you got to press the button, and you can let gravity do its thing. And my only complaint with it on one deal is once hang up on one side, and other than that, fits into place. But anyway, the Action Force Command Center is taking shape, so I got a little more to do. Hopefully a little more, try to get all the dry brushing done, and a little chipping, and just a few minor things to do, and then we can hopefully wrap it up very soon. So that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing on with the Action Force Command Center headquarters. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.